I bought a kid's book on Amazon a couple months ago during this great pandemic of 2020. And I've been meaning to read it on video so then I can post it on YouTube and share it with anyone who wants to share with their kids. It is something I would not encourage an adult to do, but for the sake of engaging kids with the upcoming election, I think it's kind of a cute book. So, I'm going to read it to you right now, and you can probably hear Josie meowing in the background because she's being a brat. Okay, so the book is called Grandma for President by Dr. Jude Carriker Gentry. So that's the book. And what it says on the back is it's election season and Jasmine knows exactly who the President of the United States should be. That's what the back says. And this is very relevant because it was actually only published this year. It was in here somewhere. It was definitely published this year. Yes, September 24th, 2020, it was published. So, here we go. Okay, some introductions. So, it says, Grandma loves animals. She has 20 perfect pets. Find 2 on each page and all 20 in the Oval Office. Grandma for President. So, there are the words. And there's your little picture of a kitty. And a snake. I forgot about the snake. The snake's in the tree. And the kitty. It's time to elect a president, and I have found I really hate spending family time watching angry men debates. Oh, it's time for an election. Don't love watching angry men debates. I know who should be president. If we want all to have a voice, my grandma treats people fair. She would be the perfect choice. So now we have a pig and a dog and a cat and the sunshine and grandma. We're meeting grandma. When grandma becomes president, Congress will do the job they should. Grandma's chocolate chip cookies will make them all feel good. There's a little rhyme. There's some rhyming in this book too. So now we have, I think, what is that? A hedgehog maybe? And a lizard. So there's that. Can you find the animals in all these pictures? Oh yes. Find the animals. And the cookies. Almost every president had his family pet, like a dog. President Grandma will bring the most pets yet. There. Find the pets in the Oval Office. So a fun factoid is the present president is the first president in the White House who hasn't had a dog in the White House for 100 years. So every president has had a dog except the past 4 years, which is kind of interesting. Every family should have dogs or cats or something. Animals are great. When Grandma becomes president, the army will come home the first night. The world will soon learn that Grandma will not let them fight. And we have more animals. Look for the animals in the pictures. I think that meeting world leaders would be lots of fun. When Grandma flies to China, I could ride on Air Force One. There's another rhyme. Rhyming is awesome. So here are some more pictures. Look for the animals. Look for the rhymes. Yeah. When Grandma becomes president, these will bring in their own proof. Because when you look at Grandma's eyes, you just have to tell the truth. So more pictures of people and animals and people that Grandma would help. So, and more rhymes. Rhymes are great. After the election, the whole country will be glad. Grandma, she will be the greatest president America has ever had. So, you know, really, most of our grandmas can't be president. They just can't, but we can encourage grandma to vote. That's not part of the book. That's just my 2 cents. As president, and it doesn't matter who you vote for, voting is a civic duty. It's very important to vote, no matter who you vote for. Just my 2 cents. As president, Grandma would get America out of debt. Grandma's #1 rule: never spend money you don't have. Don't spend money you don't have. But never spend money that we don't have by never spending money that we don't have yet. Well, we just repeat ourselves on that page. But that's a good lesson. I mean, we should never spend money we don't have. We need to get out of debt before we spend money. And look at all the animals that Grandma's gonna bring to the White House. Grandma calls me her princess, but I am competent. When she is elected, I will be vice president. Oh yes. Probably not, but that's okay. This is just a story. Most importantly, Grandma should vote. And, you know, all of her grandkids, if they're of age to vote, they should also vote. Let your voice be heard. Grandma's 20 pets in the White House. So she's saying, let your voice be heard. This is Jasmine. Jasmine knows you should let your voice be heard. And look at all the pets in the White House, in the Oval Office, Grandma's pets. And again, this book was published this year, September of 2020. So it's a great little story, and it's just important to raise awareness about why we should all vote every election. Sometimes presidential elections happen every 4 years, you know, and then in between there are elections for different city and state offices, sometimes every year, sometimes every 2 years. You know, our governors, depending on your state, are up different years. For example, Florida does not vote for our governor this year, but we're going to vote for him in 2 years, or her. So Florida will get a new governor hopefully in 2 years. And other states, though, might be voting for governors. And right now, during the presidential election, we're also voting for the House and the Senate. So these are all important issues as we work to be the country we have become over the past many years. So it's just important to vote and, you know, to fantasize about Grandma being president. And maybe someday someone's grandma will be president when we have a female for president. That is going to happen someday, I promise you. Hopefully in my lifetime. So in the meantime, the election is this coming Tuesday, and today is the last day of early voting in Florida and probably many states. So get out and vote. Bye!